Hi everyone, welcome back to another gameplay of BTD6. A couple of weeks ago I uploaded a video where I showed Etienne versus Adora and Churchill on round 98, a comparison video on the DPS. And I was able to show that when you take into consideration every possible factor, and especially like the amount of experience that the heroes require to level up and to reach the level 20, the Etienne is not such a bad hero, especially if you also exclude any possible external factors like alchemist buffs, like village buffs, like overclock. Now some players have objected that video to me. Now let me ask you a question. Why do you think that Churchill or Ben or Ezili, Pat, Adora, Brickle require more experience to level up and to reach level 20? Why do these heroes need more experience to reach level 20 than, for example, Etienne or Obin or Jones or Gwen or Quincy? Why is that? Why Ninja Kiwi developers have set up the experience of these heroes so that they level up slower? Now the answer is pretty simple, because at level 20 or in their last levels, these last 6 heroes become very strong, especially when they hit level 20. And therefore you can't have a super strong hero to level up in the same way and as fast as a weaker hero that instead at level 20 do not really gain that much damage overall. And that's why when you're comparing any of these first 5 heroes with any of these last 6 heroes, you need to take into consideration the amount of experience needed to reach level 20. And that's why, for example, these first 5 heroes require less experience and they level up faster and they reach level 20 on any Chimps gameplay than, for example, these last 6 heroes. You never reach level 20 on these heroes unless with Adora you sacrifice, you use a level 7, or unless you spend cash on them, or unless you have a 500 sub that is going to increase the experience that these heroes gain. And therefore I think to do a fair comparison between all the heroes, you need to compare and you need to include this experience factor. Now another thing that was objected to me on that video was why I didn't use Adora level 7 to level up faster. And now I have to say that I have 2 main reasons to do that. First of all, is because Adora level 7 is something that only she has, and therefore like no other hero can level up faster like this, and therefore if I want to do a fair comparison, I can't use something that other heroes can't use. Like it's exactly as you want to see which heroes can pop camo Bloons, and some heroes do not have camo detection, and therefore you just say, well, they can't pop camos, and you don't place a village 0 to 0 to help them pop camos. So that's the same thing. So that's the first reason why I didn't use level 7. But the second reason why I didn't use it, that's more important, is that you still need an external tower to even use it. Like, can you use her level 7 when you only have Adora on the map? No. You still need an external tower, another factor, to even use her level 7. Now you can use it. And therefore, that's why I didn't use, because when I'm doing the comparison between heroes, I'm just comparing the heroes between themselves. I don't want to add any external tower, any external factor. And yeah, that was why I got Adora. I didn't use her level 7. Now, as I was testing things out, I decided to start testing all the heroes because I was curious to see what other heroes that have the highest DPS. When you exclude any possible alchemist buffs, village buffs, or overclock, and you take into consideration experience to level up. And therefore, I decided to test all the heroes in a Monkey Meadow medium without monkey knowledge, and testing them in 3 different rounds. Round 95 to see how good the heroes are against DDTs, then against round 98 to see how good heroes are against group Bloons, and therefore their piercing, and then finally against round 100. So to see how strong the heroes are against one single Bloon and against a single map class Bloon. This is the table with all the results. So you can see here, no buffs. I did use though a 030 village because of course some heroes do not have command detection or cannot pop DDTs right away. So I just placed a 030 village like this just to make the heroes able to have command detection and to pop DDTs. And that was it. And now you can see that Quincy, Gwen, Jones, Obin and Etienne are all level 20 in this comparison because they need less experience. Instead, heroes like Churchill and Adora were only level 15. I used the same amount of experience I needed to get these first 5 heroes to level 20. I used it to get Churchill and Adora and all the other heroes as high leveled as possible. So Churchill and Adora were only level 15, instead Ezili, Pat and Brickle only level 17. Now, let me tell you one thing. This testing doesn't really tell you anything about early game, about mid game, or about like how good towers are in a real scenario, in a real gameplay. I don't want to say anything about a real gameplay on Imagine Chimps, like how good each hero is on Chimps. Like, I'm not saying this. I'm just testing the heroes on Sandbox medium without any external things, just to compare the DPS between one another. All right. So these are the results, and it's pretty interesting to see that in round 95, Quincy was the one with the highest pops, 43,000. Then in second position we find Etienne, then third position Churchill, and then we have Gwen, Jones, Adora, Obin, Pat, and then in last position Ezili. Very low amount of pops, and yeah, very bad on round 95. Then on round 98, you can see that the hero with the highest pops was Etienne, 195.1 thousand. Second position Churchill. Third position Quincy. Then we have Ezili, then Gwen, Jones, Adora, Pat, and then last position Obin. Now I'm not considering Brickle count here because Brickle must be placed on water. I was testing all the towers on Monkey Meadow, and therefore I had to change map to even place Brickle, and I ended up placing her on Logs, and unfortunately Logs is a much longer map than Monkey Meadow, and therefore probably the numbers here are way higher than what they should be. So that's why I'm not considering Brickle's numbers. So you can see that in round 98, Obin actually was the one with the lowest amount of pops. Then finally, round 100 against a single Bloon, highest pops by Etienne, 17.1 thousand. Second position Quincy. Third position Churchill. Then we have Ezili once again, Gwen once again, then Adora, Obin, Jones, and last position Pat. So yeah, these are the results of my testing. It's very interesting to see that despite the Zilly being garbage on round 95, she catches up and she becomes quite strong in round 98 and round 100. So you can see here 4th position and 4th position in total pops. Adora, very underwhelming, very bad. Like even the direct confrontation to Churchill, that was the same level of her. Like you can see here Churchill, more pops. On round 98, almost 3 times more pops. Round 100, more than 2 times the pops. So yeah, Adora, very bad. And the sad thing about Adora is like until level 19, she's super weak. Like she becomes strong only like when she hits level 20. Until level 19, her pops are very bad. Like here I'm gonna show you live Adora level 19, right, with a 030 village on round 98. So I'm gonna reset everything here. So let's just start and look at the pops here. Look at the total pops, and you're gonna be able to see that even at the end of the round and having Adora level 19, that it's almost 100,000 cash more than the amount of experience needed for like Etienne or Quincy. So I'm spending way more. I'm giving her way more experience than what I did on the real testing. But this is just to show you that even when she's level 19, she's garbage. So I look here, the pop, 78, 80,000. I might be able to use a level 10 again. Yeah, definitely. And using a level 3 also again. And that's it. So total pops with Adora level 19, 100,000 more cash in terms of soul price of experience, 107,000 0.5, like, and you can see here, like, it's still less than Ezili at level 17, still less than Churchill level 15, less than Quincy and Etienne. So even at level 19, she's bad. Like, she becomes strong when she hits level 20, because at level 10 becomes overpowered. Now look here at the difference. Same round, resetting everything, and see now that she's at level 20, because her level 10 is so stronger. Now she's gonna do like more than 250,000 pops. But like, it's insane. Until level 19, she's pretty bad, and then at level 20 she becomes overpowered. And yeah, so that's just to show you that Adora, in my opinion, I think she needs some buffs like early on before she hits level 20, because otherwise she's gonna be pretty weak. Now, of course, on a real case scenario, you can use a level 7, you can make her level up much faster, but still, it's pretty bad that until she's level 20, she's so bad. Alright, and yeah, that's it. So look here at the pops, 264,000 almost. So that's like 150,000 more pops from round 19 to round 20, to level 19 to level 20. So yeah, that's just insane. So very, very bad and overwhelming Adora. I was pretty surprised looking at the Zilly, see how stronger she becomes from 95 to round 98 and 100. And then yeah, Quincy also very, very strong, like cheapest hero in the game. You can drop him, you can start champs with him, and yeah, round 95 even more pops than Etienne, and round 98, round 100 less pops compared to Etienne, but still pretty decent numbers. And yeah, so that was the comparison, guys. I hope you enjoyed, and see ya. Bye bye.